So this is the full rework of Sombra. We're gonna check the numbers and we're gonna see how that affects Wrecking Ball and how I think you will need to adapt. If I think it's gonna be stronger or weaker, we can talk about it. So our pistol, right? Our pistol. The damage increased from 7.5 to 8. So they buff our weapon. Minimum spread reduced. Less spread, more damage, right? Too. So they increase our damage. Number of shots until max spread has been increased from 3 to 6 shots. So that means that the spread happens later when she's shooting, which means more damage. Reload time reduced from 1/4. So they increase her main weapon got buffed. Why did they do this? Because they took the passive of doing more damage to someone that is act. That's why they buffed her weapon, right? This is like it doesn't seem much, but the problem is that it's 4 different things that got buffed. This might be like overall a good buff to her main weapon. So her main weapon does more damage, right? Again, the devs want her to be more inactive. They don't want her to just stay like invisible, try to kill someone, and then just go back Translocator and go again. They want Sombra to just be in the fight, right? They don't want the Sombra to have just to get out whenever she feels like, and then takes 5-10 seconds to get in the fight again. Act. So they buff our main weapon. That's the first. Hack. Cast time reduced from 0.75 seconds to 0.65 seconds. What? Wait a second. Uh, so they buffed cast time reduced. So it takes less time to hack someone. This obviously both of these changes are not great for Wrecking Ball, guys. Now cancel stealth when hacking an enemy. This is a big change. So this is so good for Wrecking Ball. This is so good for Wrecking Ball because she's gonna get punished by hacking you. Before she didn't get punished by hacking you because she doesn't cancel stealth. This is very good change for Wrecking Ball. Very, 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 very good change. Cooldown increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Also a bigger cooldown on the act. Also very good. These are 2 big nerfs. Very good for Wrecking Ball. Now I'll explain why. Hack has reduced cooldown of 3 seconds if hack is interrupted or if a known hero enemy is hacked. Like a turret. So now, say 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's 4 seconds. So this is a buff, which is a little bit painful, right? Because you have less time to do stuff if you cancel the act. This is a little bit painful. Like 3 for 4 seconds can make a difference. So this is a soft buff. Okay, so this can be a little bit tough on both. This also happens like on turrets or so. I guess it's good to know. The act warning text will now only appear while you are silenced, and not for the reminder duration of the act debuff. I don't know what this means. The act warning text will now only appear while you are silenced, and not for the remaining duration of the act debuff. I see. I think it's talking about the animation that shows on your screen, right? To be less annoying. So I think overall is a little bit, it's going to be better for Ball because of 2 things. She has a bigger cooldown. I don't know what's the cooldown now. Well, it's 4, right? The cooldown now it's 4, but she's going to have 6 seconds now if she does manage to hack someone, right? But the biggest change is this. Now cancel stealth while hacking an enemy hero. This is very, very good. You can't be as annoying on the backline because she's going to be more like a frontline hero now, right? Or off angle, not like a much backline hero. She can still go on the backline, I guess. She can still rush on the backline, but she doesn't have a free out of jail card. So I think this is the best thing for Ball because now you can punish her. Before she acts you, and she can just, because if you can one verse one her, she acts you and she doesn't fight you, right? And she has, unless the team comes here and fight and help you out. But now, if she does, she has to commit when she acts, and that's good for Wrecking Ball because you can punish more. You can punish more, right? Now you're kind of forced to fight Wrecking Ball if you do decide to hack him. And Wrecking Ball is a very good one versus one if your aim is decent, right? This is decent. Not like a lot. It's not, oh shit, it's very, very good for ball, but it's decent. I think these changes will allow you to punish more Sombra. Now, stealth. Ability rework to be a passive. So it's a passive, it's not a button, so it's good for ball, right? Sombra automatically becomes invisible after 3.5 seconds. 3.5, that's a very good cooldown, right, guys? Before it was almost instantly. Before she acts someone and you're like, oh shit, I can go in. But if you take more than 4 seconds, you didn't knew where she was, right? But now you will know where she's going to be after she acts because she can go invisible right away. And that's really good because imagine you have minefields, right? She acts someone and now you know where she exactly is and you can actually like see her. So when you go for minefield, you can shoot her in the air or whatsoever, and you can punish that more, right? Not like a super big deal, super buff to ball, but it helps. Again, this will help to outplayer. While not shooting, using a damaging ability or receiving damage. Wait. So what if you hack someone? What if you hack someone? Does this count to the cooldown or no? It doesn't say it. Ability word to be a Sombra automatically becomes invisible after 3.5 seconds while not shooting. Using a damage ability, hack does not damage. Or receiving damage. Okay, this is what the fuck. Are you telling me that if she acts, it doesn't count to the cooldown to become invisible? No, it does cancel. Yeah, it cancels stealths. So it goes on cooldown. If you're invisible, it goes on cooldown, right? And you appear. But if you're already like visible and you hack someone, the cooldown can go down. So this is weird. This is weird because imagine like you don't shoot for 1 second, you hack, and in 2.5 seconds you're gonna go invisible, not in 3.5 seconds, right? You'll get hacked more easily, but the thing is, you could kill the Sombra. Yes, it seemed that the hack is gonna be, again, as you said, yes, the hack is gonna be easier to, it's gonna be faster, slightly faster, right? Slightly faster. Like it's gonna still be annoying, but the thing is, you will be able to punish the Sombra better because of the how the TP works now, right? 3.5, but 1.5 if you use Translo from a leak before the video get deleted. I see. Stealth movement at speed bonus reduced from 60 to 45. This is pretty nice. Again, sometimes Sombras, they run away from you while invisible. Now it's going to be hard. So basically, if you're a good Wrecking Ball, you'll be able to punish more Sombra. And that's good. Fade out duration into stealth reduced from 0.375 seconds to 0.25 seconds. Fade out duration into stealth reduced. So she goes into invisibility faster when it comes to the duration. When it comes to the animation, that's kind of fuck. God damn it! You see, like all these numbers, we didn't knew about it, but now we know. Fade in duration from stealth reduced from 0.5 seconds to 0.375 seconds. Fade in duration from stealth reduced. So there is the fade out. So when she goes out of invisibility, it's gonna be faster. When she Goes into invisibility, also gonna be faster. Slightly faster. Update the UI message to the Sombra player when hacking health packs revealed instead of detected. Now the message detected is only used when an enemy player is in the detection radius. Yeah, because when you hack a health pack, you show yourself, right? Now you show yourself when you hack a health pack, which is nice. Vice is a new ability assigned to ability 1 by default. Fire projectile that damage an enemy over time. Damage is dealt faster on act enemies. Damage is dealt faster on act enemies. Yeah, we're gonna see the video where it shows. Impact damage, 10 to 20 on a hacked target. So it does double of the damage if they're act. Damage over time, 100 over 4 seconds, over 2 seconds on act. So you do want to hack before because you're gonna do 10 damage more, I guess. I don't know if that's worth it, but you're gonna do 10 damage more. So you're gonna do 120 damage over 2 seconds if they're act. If they're act, you're gonna do 120 damage. Don't act. Only use act to cancel ability. Yeah, it's gonna be more like a cancel ability thing, I guess, because you don't do more damage to it. Again, you do more damage to it with this ability, right? So I feel like if you want to look, because like you're gonna be throwing your E or the virus, you're gonna be visible when you throw it, right? So you do want to be hacking, I feel like, just for this extra damage and the faster. I don't know what the cooldown of this is. If you don't hack, you virus surprise more DPS basically. Yeah, but the hack, bro, the hack is 0.0000 per 1 second. It doesn't take you anything to hack. Look how fast it is. It's not even 1 second. It's 0.65 seconds. So you're trading, listen, you're trading 0.65 damage to do, you need to realize that it's 2 seconds that you buy here, right? Look, 0.65 is a lot of bullet and damage. It's 2 seconds. How much damage do you do in 2 seconds with your main weapon? The question is, will you be able... What if you can do both at the same time? Can't you throw your virus and do damage with your main weapon at the same time? So basically the combo, I don't know if you can do it at the same time. We can watch the video really quick.
Utilize it. Sombra will also be receiving a new ability called Virus, which causes damage over time. Sombra reworks are here for Season 7, and here's a look at her new kit and how to best utilize it. Sombra will also be receiving a new ability called Virus, which causes damage over time. Virus will do 100 damage over 4 seconds, but if it hits a hacked target, it'll do the same 100 damage over 2 seconds.
Falling apart.
Her stealth ability is being moved.
Bro, look how fast it is. Like, are you kidding me? Look how fast it is.
Damage over 4 seconds, but
look
if it
at
hits
the
a
hack
hacked target, it'll do the same 100 damage over 2 seconds.
Falling apart.
If it hits a hacked target, it'll do the same 100 damage over 2 seconds.
Falling apart.
The thing is, they're not shooting. I don't know if you can shoot as you throw your E. The effect surprise is really important in a duel.
Her stealth ability is being moved to a passive skill, and every 3.5 seconds when she's not in combat, she will automatically go invisible. 100 damage over 2 seconds.
Falling apart.
Her stealth ability is being moved to a passive skill, and every 3.5 seconds when she's not in combat, she will automatically go invisible. Her Translocator is also being adjusted into a fast burst movement ability. Instead of placing
I think this is the biggest nerf that she's gonna get.
her trans
This is gonna be the biggest change for Wrecking Ball when it comes to Punisher. Because now you can actually kill her. Usually, like, you cannot, like, if you go on the flank, I don't know what the cooldown is. It really depends what the cooldown is gonna be. And obviously, if you're dueling with a Sombra close to a health pack, you probably won't be able to duel her. But like, if you manage to get her away of the health pack, you will actually be able to 1v1 or easier now.
Translocator should not.
You hack a target, you lose 0.65 seconds damage. The damage will be 120 instead of 110. Instead of 4, it goes 2 seconds, but you don't gain any DPS from it. What do you mean you don't gain any DPS? Okay, think about it. 2 seconds. You gain 2 seconds, man. Those 2 seconds. I don't know, man. Buying 2 seconds for me, that looks like a lot of damage. The thing is, you're still gonna do 110 damage over time. It really depends. I think you're right on that. But what if she can shoot while she can throw her E? We'll see. Well, I don't really care about the fact that if the Sombra is going to do more damage or not. I care more about the fact that now you can outplay her more, because 100 damage won't matter that much for Wrecking Ball because he has a lot of HP, right? So I still don't know what is the best the best combo over, right? What is the best burst damage? If it's hacking and then using the virus and then shoot, right? Overtime damage is kind of meaningless, right? Because heal. Reducing that is useful in Overwatch. We're basically doubling DPS. I think hack is definitely helpful for virus. Like, if you think about it, why would they make it that way if it wasn't... Think about it. Why would they make it that way if it wasn't useful? You know? It has to be useful because burst damage is really strong, as you said, right? It's more bursty. You don't do 120 damage in 4 seconds. You do it in 2. And that can be the difference between getting healed or not getting healed, killing a target and not getting target. Can you do more damage in 2 seconds? That, like, how much damage does our main weapon does now with the buff, right? 1, 2. How much damage is that? 1, 2. What the fuck? Sombra does so much damage. Wait a second. They're gonna buff our main weapon? Wait a second. What is this damage? Oh, our main weapon is too strong. Look at this damage. What the fuck? I'm not even net shotting. That's less than 1, 2. 150 damage. How much HP do bots have? So she's like, our main weapon has more damage now, by the way. 1, 2. $201. Oh. So I think he might be right. It might not be worth it. But it's kind of dumb that they made it this way. Like, they must have looked at the numbers. I guess the virus, it's more like a less aim ability because it's a big AoE. Can it hit multiple targets, the virus? I wonder.
Now throws it and quickly teleports to it. This is great for quick traversals, joining battle, escaping battle, and rewards more aggressive gameplay. As always, head over to Overwatch.
1 target only? I see. So virus is gonna be... I don't know. It seems weird. Like, if it's not worth it, right? Why would they make it that way? Again, this doesn't affect much Wrecking Ball, to be honest. This doesn't affect much Wrecking Ball, guys. When it comes... The most that affects Wrecking Ball right now, it's the Translocator, which you can say can no longer be manual activated. Translocator will now automatically teleport Sombra after 0.25 seconds for being thrown or when you impact the environment. You're invulnerable, right, when you're TP, so you can dodge a lot of abilities with that. Reduces the stealth passive cooldown after teleporting. Reduces the stealth passive cooldown after teleporting. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, you can punish her, but it's not going to be easy as I thought, just because the stealth passive is going to be reduced. Projectile speed increased from 25 to 72. So it's faster, way faster. It's almost like a dash. a dash with invulnerability, right? So that's kind of strong, yo. Cooldown reduced from 6 seconds. So she will be able to get out of mines. She will be able to still get out of mines, right? Not as easy because you're not going to TP into a very super safe place. Fuck, I cannot, guys, I cannot minefield a Translocator anymore. That is like the biggest nerf that Wrecking Ball gets. Damn it. Fuck. Yeah, it's basically like a dash. So she's gonna be like this annoying dasher. Cooldown reduced from 6 to 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds, man. 5 seconds. So yeah, you'll be able to punish her a little bit more, but it's not gonna be easy. Especially if the Sombra knows how to put it like to TP to. She's gonna be annoying, not gonna lie. It kind of reminds me of a Tracer, right? Like if she's a good Tracer, it's kind of hard to duel with a good Tracer, right? You can still kill her. It's gonna be more of like a skill matchup now. It's gonna be more like of a skill matchup, right? Depends how good they are. When it comes to the Tracer 1v1, if the Tracer is really good, it's really hard as Wrecking Ball to deal with her. But if the Tracer is average, you can do it with her pretty easy. Cooldown reduced. Okay, cooldown now begins after Sombra teleports to the location of the transponder. Okay, so it doesn't begin when she throws it, but when she actually is on the other side. And that's 5 seconds. So you'll be able to punish her well. Projectile launch initially vertical offset removed. Okay. EMP ultimate charge cost increase. Okay, that's a nerve. That's big. That's really big for Wrecking Ball. Health percentage damage increased from 40 to 30. Decrease. That's also good for Wrecking Ball. Getting solo EMP'd, it's kind of not worth it. More now. EMP's shit now? Nah, I don't think it's shit. Again, it still acts everyone, right? Doesn't it act everyone? And you still do 30% to everyone. Like 30%, it's not bad, I would say. Okay. Zen mains right now. Yeah, you won't be able to punish Zen as much, I would say, because you can just get away. She's busted, GG's. Why not instead Translocator automatically activate? They just make it teleport when Sombra reaches in critical health. Something similar to Talos in Paladin. Because that would be no skill. I think they increase their skill, which is nice. Yes, her main weapon does more damage for sure. Okay, so I think they didn't completely kill Sombra or they didn't make her super OP. The changes that they made was they sound balanced to me, believe it or not. They sound balanced to me. I think what they did is they increased their damage. I mean, they increased her skill. I feel like it's going to take more skill now to play her. The way the TP works, the way that the invisibility works, and the way the projectile virus works. I think they increased their skill a little bit. And they change her playstyle. She's not like a one-shot hero anymore. She's not gonna be this annoying backliner anymore. Although you can still do it. You just get punished more if you do it. She's more like this active on front or flank, like Tracer, annoying, always shooting, not just a get in and then get out. Although you can still do it, if you know what I mean. I think that's what changed about her. Overall, because you do increase the skill cap. Overall, if you become really good at her, she's very very good. But again, most people won't be very very good at her, right? So I think overall it's going to be good for Ball. It's um it's a slight buff for Ball. And the biggest change that it's best for Ball, it's the TP, right? She's gonna need 5 seconds to have that TP again. So the thing is, people will be changing to Sombra, and most people that change to Sombra, they won't know a lot how she plays. And if you're a good Wrecking Ball, you'll be able to punish more her, which is nice. And I liked it. She can't attack while invisible anymore, which is pretty good. You will still need to be aware where she is, because if she's a good Sombra, she stays invisible and wait for you to go in. But if you manage to find her and you manage to know where she is, you can punish harder now, right? There is no point, like, it's very good. Another aspect is there is no point on going on the flank and try to find where the translocator is. There is no point of doing that anymore. And that was really bad for a ball doing that, because there is only one tank, and the team without a tank, it's bad. So now it's kind of like all you need to be worried about, it's more like where she is. And once you find when she is, you don't need to overthink, oh, should I need to go in? You can just kind of just go in and punish her more. You'll be able to see where she translocators now, which is a big deal. Like, if you know where she's translocator, you can just go in and punish her more. So overall, I would be happy. If you're a good ball, I would be happy. Again, you still need to be careful. She's still a good counter for ball, but now there is more outplay potential.